Hey, this is Chris Spiker. Our final guest today, Rob Duchow with the Southern California Gas Company. Welcome.
Thank you, Chris. It's good to be here.
You're just driving through the Antelope Valley and you wanted to come by and visit?
Yeah. Thursday afternoons with you is always a good time.
It is fun. Okay, so let's pay the bills. The good folks that have employed you for how many years?
Almost 11 years now.
Wow.
Time flies.
You must be having fun.
I am.
What's going on at the gas company?
Well, we are, we provide natural gas to most homes around here. There's a few that have propane, but we provide natural gas to most. And we're promoting our product, promoting natural gas. Natural gas brings comfort and convenience to people's lives. You know, it's been cold this week. There's been I would assume virtually everyone has turned their heat on in the mornings. Maybe had
And
it
said,
on all day.
thank you, Lord.
Yes.
Yep.
Take warm showers.
Mm.
They might turn on, have a gas fireplace, might dry their clothes with gas, might have a gas heater for their pool, might have a gas barbecue. We use gas at home every day with doing things we don't even think about. We just assume the gas is there. There's businesses here that use a lot of gas over at Plant 42, some heavy industry. They use a lot of natural gas in some of their processes.
So there's a pipe that runs out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have pipelines all over the area to get to our customers, to get to your homes and businesses. And the way of life that we enjoy and expect is threatened. California wants to get rid of fossil fuels, and that means they want to take away your natural gas. They want to take away the comfort and convenience you enjoy at home. I'm sure you use natural gas in your florist business. If you don't, the growers I'm sure do.
Yeah, and a few of them have had to go out of business because it gets cold and, just to keep the shed open at night.
Yep. And so we are alerting the public, raising awareness of proposals that are being made at the state level that affect, as I've said a couple times, our comfort and convenience. Natural gas is relatively inexpensive, and when you think about summer afternoons when it's 110 and you're running your air conditioning,
yeah,
powered by electricity, your bill's going to be, for electricity in the summer, is going to be a lot more than your bill for natural gas in the winter when you are cooling or are heating your home.
It's a system that works.
It is a system that works. It's a system that's balanced. It's a system that gives you freedom of choice to use the energy source that you wish to. Some people choose to live in areas that are a little more rural, knowing that there's no natural gas available, and most of them will use propane. We all have electricity at our home, and most of us still choose to use natural gas for some functions. The proposals that I'm talking about in California, there's a proposal in 2018, AB 3232, would have required all new buildings built in California after 2022 to be all electric, and would have required all existing buildings to be retrofitted to be all electric by 2030. That's a lot of money to change around your home, to change around your business, to change around your industrial process, to change around the greenhouse where your flowers are grown. There's a...
It looks good on paper.
It looks good on paper. These proposals are all being made in the name of global warming, greenhouse gas emissions, carbon emissions, and that. And those are laudable goals. But the reality check of the affordability, the cost effectiveness of such a thing, it doesn't exist. When you're talking, this particular proposal deals with buildings. The use of natural gas in buildings accounts for about 7.5% of the greenhouse gas emissions in California. So this proposal is a drastic action to attack a very small portion of what you've identified as a problem, or what the state has identified as a problem. And the state has set some environmental goals, and this was one proposal to help reach those goals. And like most things, if you are against something, you should have an alternative, and we do. Renewable natural gas is something most people haven't heard about. They hear about renewable electricity all the time with the wind and solar farms.
It's the buzz.
Around here. It's the buzz. Well, natural gas can be renewable. Natural gas is methane. It's CH4. And anything that decomposes gives off methane. Could be if you have a compost pile in your backyard, it's giving off CH4 methane. If you have a dairy, your cows, the lagoon where your cow manure goes, it's giving off a lot of methane. The wastewater treatment plants around here, where everyone, you flush your toilet and it goes in the sewer lines to the wastewater treatment plant, there's a lot of methane coming out of there. Anything that decomposes gives off methane. Well, we can capture some of that.
That's how we got gas in the first place, natural gas, right? It came from decomposed dinosaurs.
Right,
Yep.
right. The natural gas we take out of the ground is exactly that. It's
Right.
decomposed dinosaurs. It's been trapped underground. The sources that are on top of the ground are giving off methane, which is a greenhouse gas, and that's escaping to the atmosphere now. But we can capture that. We can clean it and put it into our pipeline. And that's renewable natural gas. And when you're looking at the carbon impact, it's actually a negative carbon impact, because instead of going to the atmosphere, it's being used, and you're not taking natural gas out of the ground.
Seems like a better idea.
Seems like it. This is real technology. It's happening now. And if we get 16% of our natural gas from renewable sources, it would have the same effect on greenhouse gas emissions as electrifying all of California, as was proposed in the legislation last year, which thankfully did not pass. So that's I'm pitching natural gas. It's good for you. It's good for the environment. It's and not just natural gas, but a balanced portfolio of energy choices. We as a company are not against electrification. If you want to electrify your home, your business, go ahead and do it. That's up to you. But we shouldn't be forced to electrify and have a single source of power in our home. We as Americans, we enjoy the freedom of choice that we have in any number of consumer products.
Yeah,
and energy is one of them that we want to maintain that.
I kind of wonder if that's really, if it's really an argument about the best way to do something, or if it's just the electrical interests fighting their age-old competition.
Well, I don't think there's a battle between utilities. If the electric utilities are promoting electricity, they see an opportunity with what the state's goal, the goals that the state has set, and we see a threat, and not just to our business, but to your livelihood. The cost is huge.
Yeah.
When you look at it, if you wanted to change out your water heater and dryer and furnace, you're talking over $7,000 to do that in an average home.
Yeah.
If you need to upgrade the electrical panel and the circuitry in your home because of increased usage, you're looking at about another $12,000 on average. Plus your bill's going to be almost $400 a year more for the electricity versus natural gas. So it's an economic thing, and I mentioned freedom of choice. We're talking freedom of financial freedom for many families, because families who are living paycheck to paycheck and on the margins, that's a huge expense that they don't need to absorb.
Wow.
I feel like I've been on a monologue. We're getting the message. We're almost done with time here.
Yeah, we just have like a minute and a half left. Tell me something you like about the Antelope Valley.
I like that you get snow once in a while.
We can see snow.
We can see snow.
There's snow over there, and there's snow over there.
And I said I've been here with the company 11 years, and as you know, I live in Bakersfield, and I'm over here a few times a month, and I've seen snow. I've thrown a snowball here. I haven't done that in Bakersfield in 11 years.
You get to do it on the way home tonight.
I can walk outside my house and see snow in the mountains, but I don't get to touch it like I can here once in a while.
Isn't that the neat thing about this area that we live in, but just the state of California?
It is. This is a very diverse state, geographically, and it's a beautiful state. when you go from the mountains to the ocean and everything in between, there's really a lot of natural beauty here.
How many different areas or regions do you represent?
I cover, for SoCal Gas, I cover Kern County and the Antelope Valley, really northern LA County. I go Ventura County line to San Bernardino County line along kind of the 138 corridor, and then 14 down to Acton.
So you're traveling quite a bit.
Yeah. It's fun.
Are you coming to the Antelope Valley Board of Trade Outlook Conference?
I will be there. We have a table for SoCal Gas.
Appreciate you supporting the Antelope Valley Board of Trade.
I've served on that board for almost 10 years now. That's where you and I first met, I believe.
That's right.
Serving on the board.
We've been chatting with Rob Duchow, the Southern California Gas Company. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
You bet.